Oh, hey, it's the Wake and Bake. I'm Buck Stallion, and I'm sitting here at Terpene Creative with Tony Sexton.
Hey.
Oh, no. So me and Tony are getting ready to smoke some smoke. What is it you're rolling up there?
So we got some biscotti, and we're gonna put in some West Coast Alchemy
biscotti. That's a funny word. It kind of reminds me of. Have you ever seen What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
It's the dude from. It's the curly haired dude from Flight of the Conchords.
Oh yeah.
And they're vampires, but like modern. You know, they're like just chilling, like in today's society, like trying to fit in, but they're still like very Victorian, you know, gothic vampires. And but they what they do is they feed their victims paschetti. It's not spaghetti, it's paschetti. It's so good, and it's like paschetti, you know. And then they like there's an episode where they're like, are you enjoying your paschetti? And he's like, or maybe it's buschetti now that I'm thinking about it. But they're like, yeah, it's really good, you know, or whatever. And he's all, now it's maggots. Now it's spaghetti. Like, you know, like he does the Lost Boys thing. But it's like a reality show. It's like vampires fucking in the office or something. You know what I mean? Or it's like The Office meets vampires. Like that style of filming. Anyways.
Yeah, I picked up last night. Made the mistake of starting to watch Don't Fuck with Cats on Netflix.
I've never heard of it. It doesn't come up in my feed.
So it just popped on Netflix like 2-3 days ago, and it's basically a docu-series based on a true story
about a cat lady,
about this group on Facebook that tried to hunt this guy down who killed some cats online. He put some cats in a vacuum bag and sealed them up. So they went to start trying to track this dude down as a Facebook group, and he ends up killing a real person on video, like taunting him, and like mails body parts to the freaking Canadian consulate and shit.
He's like, "Oh, you want to come get this cat killer? Watch what else I do." Right?
Bro,
the cat was for fun.
I'm like on the second episode of it, and it's like, why did I never hear of this?
And it's a true story.
True story about
because it's Canadian.
Yeah, but this group was from America. Like the group that caught him, like figured out who it was. Like they went on there all sleuthy and like took screenshots and like went on Google Earth and like went down
triangulated
street on Google Earth till they found that street lamp and those steps and figured out where he. Dude, it was intense. So the moral of the story was don't fuck with cats because they'll
come after you.
Track this dude down and fucking got him.
Well, that's kind of like that Catfish show.
Yeah, I've never seen that one either.
You know, there was a dude that was doing fucked up shit to cats on MySpace back in the day, and they kept sending them to me. And at one point, they hacked one of my MySpaces with a bunch of dead cat. Like, it was like a dead cat being skinned in a fucking bathtub.
Oh, that sucks.
And, yeah, that's what they put on my fucking... Like, it was full, like high-resolution pictures on my MySpace page. So it was, like, taking up the whole page. Yeah, sucks. It was fucked up, dude. And I had to, like, report it. And, you know what I mean? I was just, like, covering my ass. Like I didn't ask for it or something. Holy shit, that's like a wiffle ball bat you roll.
That's a little one.
Yeah, okay. I guess I've been smoking a lot of pre-rolls lately. You know, I was talking to Big Nose last night. He's up in Washington. And he was asking me, tell me what you think. Because, you know, being Terpene Creative, you've worked with a lot of farmers and growers and stuff like that. But he said that, like, he looked into what the regulations are, you know, for state authorized growing. Does that make sense? Am I saying that right? Like
it's compliant.
Compliant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, dude, we looked it up, and like all this shit can still kill you. Like all these pesticides and shit that they're allowing,
right,
are still dangerous.
Yes.
So like, but that's Washington.
California is the same way. So with the new list of things you can't use, they approved a list of things you can use, and people haven't really decided whether or not which one's more detrimental to your health.
Right.
We obviously know that myclobutanil is the big one. That
I did not know that. Obviously, we did not.
So myclobutanil, it's an ingredient in like Eagle 20. It's an ingredient in like Roundup. So when you smoke it, if it's approved for food, but when you smoke it, it turns into cyanide. So the chemicals.
But that's is this something that they already allowed to be used on tobacco? Is that why it's okay to use it on weed?
The Food and Agricultural Commission
Monsanto
approves it for vegetables and stuff like that.
Huh.
So,
but when you smoke it, it turns into cyanide.
Yeah.
Not when you eat it.
Right. So we're not even sure. Like I said, the negative effects of the stuff that they have approved,
right?
Until it goes down the line, right? Sorry.
Yeah, I guess in 20 years, when everybody's dying of fucking trace cyanide poisoning, we'll know if it was the stoners.
Yep.
So like, let me ask you. I mean, because like, you know, my answer to him was, well, I usually know most of the farmers that I get from, and I go for like trusted brands, you know, like Fuzzies or Three Bros or Jack Herrera. I was buying I can't find that anymore, like at dispensaries, but I trusted that because it had a picture of Jack on it, so I know somebody had some licensing.
Yeah, so it's interesting right now to watch the industry, and we'll say industry because we're from the culture, right? So
right.
We're watching, us people from the cannabis culture are watching the cannabis industry now and kind of just reacting rather than being proactive in the industry. So we're all watching, waiting to see what's going to happen, waiting to see what these new regulations and these new list of things that you can and can't have are actually healthy for you or not.
What was fucking people up with the cartridges? What was it? Was it the same shit that was fucking people up? That was getting into the
same kind of deal with cartridges is you get a concentrated version of the myclobutanil, which is hardcore on your lungs. But they traced back the vape crisis to vitamin E oil.
Okay.
So the vitamin E oil that they're putting in there was making.
And that's crazy because that was something that people were actually fucking advertising was you can smoke vitamin E now.
Yeah.
And that was just killing people.
Straight up.
Wow.
So like I said, remember this old Batman shit? I don't know if you remember the old Batman. On the old Batman, like in the 70s, they had this one episode where the Joker came out with this shampoo and he came out with this shaving cream.
Well, they did that same thing in the first Batman movie, with what's his name?
So I don't never.
Yeah, it was. Remember, nobody could wear makeup, so all the news reporters were hella ugly. The next, like after the first lady, like lost her shit and fell over in her chair, like smiling, because of the makeups and perfumes she had combined with.
Yeah, so that's what it was. So
yeah.
They had shampoo and shaving cream, both of which were safe by themselves. But if you combined them, then it concocted some chemical reaction that fucked you off. So that's what I feel like is going on.
Remember now. Jack Nicholson, new Joker products. Chances are you already have.
That's right. Now
remember?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of like I can only remember like a couple good lines from that, obviously.
So I feel like just my conspiracy theorist side of me feels like they're introducing new activator chemicals that will do different things through cannabis because they understand that a lot of people who smoke and consume cannabis don't necessarily agree with big pharma and traditional Western
Well,
medicine.
that's what I'm saying. Monsanto's in control of a lot of that.
So why wouldn't they say?
Why wouldn't they go, hey, I got an idea.
Just pump this
Let's
in here
just,
for a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna lay dormant, or something. I don't know. And I just might be overthinking.
No, hey.
But that's what I think.
That's a good theory, though.
Right now.
It's a good thing to think about.
I really do. They're figuring out a way to kill us with weed, and it's slowly,
or at least, I mean, they already.
Because there is such a thing as bad weed, there really is. We grew up in the 90s, and we
had a lot of bad weed.
Smoked a lot of the diesel
gas
weed,
real gas
weed.
That's what cracks me up. Whenever kids started calling it gas, oh, that shit's gas. I mean, like, gross. I don't want that then.
Almost 99% of everything we smoked was just mold ridden. You know what
I'm
saying? So
everything
moldy as shit,
bro.
So
I'm not gonna say any names of where I got it.
But he carried it in a wallet. 8 eighths in a wallet stacked in there.
But bro,
shout out to Plug.
But let me tell you about this one plug. He gave me a fucking QP back in the day, and I sat on it for like 3 days and didn't even pay attention to it, because I was waiting for the college kids to fucking start coming over. And, because this is the days of pagers, so you had to like actually send out a fire fucking via smoke signals to let people know 420, 420, 411, fucking I got the information, like, okay, fucking then all of a sudden they start showing up, right?
Right.
Well, I'm selling this fucking stuff and I'm bagging it up, and as I'm dividing it up, it's turning into fucking soil. I'm pretty sure it had been gassed.
What do you mean?
Pretty sure.
It's just crumbling into powder?
Bro, it turned into soil. It went from like weed. It was basically, it had been blown. It had been fucking blasted out.
Oh, so it was just compacted shake.
So it was just fucking blown out fucking bullshit, yeah. And fucking, I'm like trying to divvy it up, and it's just turning into soil, like in my hands. Like it's just disintegrating like fucking Infinity War shit or whatever. And yeah, dude. But I didn't know about, I suspected, and one of my friends saw it and said, dude, that looks like somebody's already fucking ran this shit. And I was like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, they fucking extract it. And I was like, oh, what? And it was like red bud already, so they blasted out some red bud and fronted me for $150. Some fucking used weed. Yeah. Yeah, some fucking, like, and what's crazy? I believe that is what the East Coast call fucking, what is it? They have a name for fucking the weed, like Cops or Jakes over there. What's the fucking weed? What's bunk weed over there?
Oh, piff. No? Or is that good weed? I think they're called good weed piff. We have to ask Matt Hibbard. I think it's piff. I think it's piff.
Well, swag was what we would call it.
Oh, they call it,
But they had a name for it, bro.
The East Coast had a name for shitty weed?
Yeah.
That's horrible. That's a bad weed.
But it was all this weed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like it wasn't like a cool name. It's not like fucking Granddaddy Perp or anything like that. It's like Bootsy or something. Like it's like a one-word fucking shit name. You know what I mean?
I know we probably can't know.
Dude, it's funny though because like I don't think anything of it whenever I hear somebody like say it. Shout out to fucking David Lamort and fucking Alex Beanstalk over there in Jersey and fucking
shut that. We got walkers.
Might be Matt.
We're live.
Yeah.
So everybody, I'm looking at Jay, and he showed up and he was all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but right now he looks lit as fuck.
Did I slow down?
No.
I'm sorry.
We're only halfway through this rosin joint too, so
I forgot there's rosin in that. Oh shit! I work here today.
Yeah, he signed a waiver when you say that.
I'm just gonna be like the guy at the fucking barber shop sitting over here and outside answering the door. No, he's on lunch.
Yeah, so hopefully Matt shows up.
Yeah, we'll see.
Matt.
I don't know. You know. Yeah, he hasn't messaged. But we'll see. And actually, here I'm gonna play a little song right now, and I'm gonna fucking blast out the link so that fucking if you're listening and you wanna tell somebody.
It won't do you no good playing it cool. You'll end up lying on the floor like a dog drooling. Get off your ass and deal with your business. It won't do you no good playing it cool. You'll end up lying on the floor like a dog drooling.
It seems that life sometimes is not the way you planned it be. You go to sleep sounding safe, wake up in a tragedy. Actually, this happens on the regular, just not at home or when you're not caring about competitors. Just because of history, we turn the other cheek. In times like this, our government forgets how to speak. Oh my God, that's horrible. Then go about your day. What you cannot see with your own eyes will never cause you pain. Just imagine, close your eyes and think if it was you. Losing everything you want and no one helping you. It makes me feel sick inside that this is going on. I grabbed a pen, I grabbed the page, and then I wrote a song. I'm sorry for the way life is, I'm sorry for your loss. Just remember that on this world, that we are not the boss. At any time, at any place, our lives can fall apart. I give you all my love, Japan. I give my heart.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Now you're sorry. You're so sorry. Blah, blah. I'm so sorry. You're so sorry. We're so sorry. We're both sorry. Blah, blah. Get off your ass and deal with your business. It won't do you no good playing it cool. You'll end up lying on the floor like a dog drooling. Get off your ass and deal with your business. It won't do you no good playing it cool. You'll end up lying on the floor like a dog drooling.
I've not seen such bravery.
All right, and we're back. So Tony came up with an idea that he drew me in like a moth to a flame with. But he was like, dude, I want to do some jingles. And I was like, okay, I like jingles. Like, what kind of jingles are we writing? You know, I'm kind of like a one and done, you know, mentality. But I know, you know, Tony has a more professional attitude towards things. So he'll be able to groom it, maybe shave it, you know. Definitely, you know, want to be sure that we're doing usable jingles.
Let me see if I can find the one I did here. Yeah, right here. This is it. Just a little, All you smoke is organic.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hold on.
Here, bring it over here so they can hear it.
So, we think the industry's really missing the fucking boat on branding their cannabis with jingles. So we here at Terpene Creative are going to bridge that gap and bring you some of the dopest cannabis jingles known to man. Stay tuned, bitch.
So here we go. That was the intro.
We were smoking some really good weed that day. So
yeah.
Here's the first
one. But you've solidified this.
If all you smoke is organic, don't panic. We got you covered. Come on over to Cali Kosher.
Yeah. Oh, it keeps going.
Hold on. I forgot about that. Hold on, I forgot about that. One more time.
Okay, we got it. Let's hear it again.
Sponsored by Cali Kosher. Is organic, don't panic. We got you covered. Come on over to Cali Kosher. It's pretty fucking good.
Oh, okay. See,
I forgot.
But you can like beep that and still make it mainstream.
Yeah,
you can totally beep that.
Yeah, pretty freaking good. So here's
no, just be like pretty freaking good.
Here's another just
okay.
Runs.
Runs your fucking life up.
Is it runs?
You ever heard Runs?
Oh, like the candy?
Runs your life up. You ever heard the whole Runs song?
No, dude.
Bro, here we go. I'll take the chance. We're
No, we can't. I'll put like I can play something else while you play it for me.
The Run song's funny, bro.
Okay.
Runs your life up. We can't play 30 seconds of it?
No.
Okay.
No.
So just imagine right now that we're playing the Runs Your Life Up song. Ready?
Oh, man.
It's hilarious.
I just like thinking about it. I don't even know what it is. But
so Runs is a cannabis brand that, for those of you listening who don't know, is a cannabis brand.
I did not know.
LB started. He's a rapper dude. And
LB, like the pound?
Yeah. So
is he in the dog pound?
No. So they literally just took the Runts logo and everything and like ran with it and made a brand out of it. And then they got a cease and desist for the hat. We're using the Willy Wonka hat.
Uh-huh.
So now they got a different brand, but it's like a really...
But they already established being Runs?
Yeah, it's a...
and they got to keep being Runs?
With a Z. That's the secret move in cannabis is you just put a Z.
Instead of an S?
Yeah, just
or an apostrophe S?
Make it a Z. And it's original.
I wonder if then you know what? Like my thing is I'm really pushing to be like younger. Like really understand the youth, not try to hold on to the old too much, because as we've found now that like even the old shit, like people are gonna hold it against you somehow, like like that, you know what I mean? Like it's things become culturally different, I think.
Oh, right.
And not that like racism is ever cool in my upbringing, but at the same time, like I understand a person that's like 70 years old and uses shit incorrectly.
Right.
To me, it's
they're raised in a different time.
It's a different kind of ignorance.
Right.
And so, that's interesting though.
It's settled in ignorance.
Yeah.
It's settled in.
Yeah.
It's nestled.
But, that like, so I'm always trying to understand now the youth a little bit better by listening to their music. Like, it really started when Little Peep died. is whenever I realized how out of touch I was.
Yeah.
Because everybody was just like destroyed, online about this guy.
Yeah, that's how I found out about the one that just passed.
Oh, Juice. Yeah, no, I found him through Lil Peep too.
Yeah.
No, it was like Lil Peep, and then Lil Bo Weep. She's like a Mazzy Star, fucking depressed she's a heroin, Xanax, whatever. I don't know what. I still haven't figured out what they really do. She's pretends online that she does Xanax.
So we should change both of our names then. We should prefix both of our names with Lil then. So you're now Lil J. Smith Biatch.
No, I'm Buck Stallion.
Lil Buck Stallion.
J. Smith Biatch died, bro.
That's right. R.I.P. J. Smith Biatch. R.I.P. I hate when I bring up people who died in front of people who died.
Everybody says I look like him because I'm growing my hair out.
You resemble him. It was because he was your cousin, right? Was he your cousin or something? R.I.P. But anyways, Lil Buck Stallion and Lil
Buck.
Lil
I think
Sir
already
Tony.
exists though. So, but Lil Buck Stallion. Do you know that there's a bunch of different Buck Stallion versions? There's a buckskin stallion.
Okay.
And then there's a Buck Wild Stallion out there. Buck Wild Stallion's kind of a funny dude. I don't know if he's for real. It feels because like it seems like obvious. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I was actually Buck Stallion, probably second. Because the first one that I found was a porn star.
Buck Stallion?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude. And then the thing is plugged in back there.
Let's water for the Puffco.
Oh.
This segment
for sure.
Segment brought to you by Puffco.
Puffco. So what is this thing?
It's a like a vape bong.
Ah.
Electric bong.
Bong. Okay.
Shout out to Puffco, Low Puffco Nation.
Puffco Nation, it's the nation of Puffco.
See?
Smoke and blow.
You can smoke blow in these too, I've heard.
No.
Yeah. So when I did drugs, like powdered drugs, they didn't have any of these cool vaporizers or anything, which I'm kind of...
Is that good, though? Come on,
so.
dude. Is that really...
I think so.
I think just taking the drugs straight to the vein was probably the worst thing. I never did. But to me, that seemed like because I just can't do blood. I'll pass out or something.
I don't do needles. I can do blood.
Yeah, no, I don't like needles either. I don't like how they fucking feel later. Like it bruises
like it hurts,
you.
But it don't hurt.
Yeah, it's like a bee sting. You're just like, but it's all deep.
In my body and I don't hurt. It doesn't hurt that bad.
I fucking hate needles.
I don't
even want to talk about it.
Alright, I'm over it.
I can't.
We're gonna dab some rosin.
Oh no.
Brought to you by West Coast Alchemy.
West Coast Alchemy. It's the wizard in action. Brown guy.
Yeah, see?
Huh?
That's what we need.
Was that okay?
That was dope. I wish I was live on here on that right now.
Here, I can do that one again. That was because that's natural. Maybe I won't say brown guy. I was like looking at it, as you opened it.
He's like he's that look cool. Shoot.
Like I just pictured him being like a goopy wizard.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna smoke some rosin from West Coast Alchemy. It's some banana punch. I think it's the 90U version. I don't know.
What's it called? What's it called again?
Strawbanana punch.
New Strawbanana punch. It's the wizard in action.
Rosin. It's like hatch better.
Oh no, you're supposed to tell me the company name, so I could do a jingle on them.
Oh, okay. West Coast Alchemy jingle coming up. You gotta hit this first, though.
Oh shit!
So and it's gonna vibrate again when it's ready.
Wait,
when it's ready for you.
Okay, so
you're just gonna finger bang.
I'm just holding it.
And it's gonna vibrate again.
Is there a finger hole
on the top? When you hit it, you're just gonna go.
I'm gonna hit that.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
A little bit. It's a little.
it's gonna vibrate.
Yeah, it'll go.
So I'm holding this like
You
fucking
don't have to hold
little,
the button.
this little alien. I don't think I am. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you got a red setting.
Is that bad?
No, that's
Oh,
good.
it's vibrating. Okay.
It's ready. Oh, your fresh rosin rips in the morning. Take it. Yeah. It's kind of like a...
I'm afraid. So
Okay.
I'm just feeling comfortable with a half a lung right now. Oh, okay. Okay. It didn't hurt me too bad. I was just being cautious. You probably got a better hit than me.
Yeah, you got the when it was melting down still. I got it with
But it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was still a good hit. I was holding it for a long time too. That was probably a bad idea.
It's all solvent free. It's all natural. So basically, what rosin is, you know what rosin is?
Rosin is
Basically, is rosin. Rosin is, you know, when you look at a zoomed in picture of weed and it has the trichomes, it looks like little mushrooms.
I believe you.
You've seen these pictures.
I don't look.
You've seen one.
I believe that people look at them all the time. You seen the trichomes? I had a trimmer kid that had gone to like the University of fucking Oaksterdam or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he was like, trichomes, dude. And I was like, okay.
So basically,
I just smoke weed, man.
So basically, rosin is just these little guys.
Yeah.
Perky, perky,
Those little hairs, yeah.
Those
Makes
little
sense.
Nodes, little trichomes. And you just smoke the good stuff. Because technically, that's all the cannabis is. You're growing. That's growing. There's all I take that back. There's all kinds of cannabinoids in that other stuff. But that's the second one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here, we're gonna go.
But how often do you even get that shit? You know,
It's
in what you fucking get nowadays. You don't get that. You don't get trichomes like that because you don't know the guy that grew it.
Yeah, that happens.
So this robot
Puffco.
dick Puffco
Yeah, Puffco.
with the alchemy.
West Coast Alchemy.
West Coast Alchemy, it's the wizard in action. Puff it. West Coast Alchemy, it's the wizard in action. That was loungy. I like the acoustics in here. I hope that wasn't too loud for the tattoo shop.
Oh, trust me. We get loud over here. Oh, yeah, that's yummy. That's good stuff.
Come on, now you know the song. West Coast Alchemy. What key you want to do it in?
Wizard in action.
The wizard in action. Because it's still got to be like 80s retro, but it's going to be like a neon wizard. You know what I mean? Like in front of some palm trees, like maybe on some roller skates. Fucking just
almost the splits.
just hitting a fucking email. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like
a big old nectar collector just going. A nectar collector. What a silly thing. When you got robot dicks like this is fucking cool, dude. And so what you just set the fucking wax in that little stir fry bowl thing.
So it's actually engineered really dope. So this is just, the bowl is just literally a little glass bowl that comes in and out. It's like a little,
Uh-huh.
you take it out, it's hard to take out, but it's hot.
You don't gotta take it out.
just has a heat
I believe you. I can see
It
it.
just has a little heating element skillet on the bottom.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like a little wok.
yeah,
A little glass wok.
So some weed nerds engineered this thing, and it's amazing.
Yeah. And so then you drop it down. You don't have to remove that whole rubber to drop it down in.
Nope, just go right there.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a filtration bubbler,
Yeah.
a little cone. It's non-slip base. It's like a little lava lamp.
Yeah. Can't wait till we have a live. We can go live. We can show people, and then we can make Puffco pay us. Shout out Puffco and Puffco Nation.
Yeah. Let's do that. Go. Let's do that. Let's go live, nation.
Yeah, there's people that you gotta keep it clean.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go again. We'll do the this time we're gonna do the creme brulee. Really like this one.
He said we're gonna do the creme brulee next. Ah, that's amazing.
I've not seen such bravery.
It said, I've never seen such bravery.
Alright. I'll go first, so you get the good one. So there are 4 settings. You can go like super low temp. You can
What
go,
was the red one?
That's like second to the last.
Okay.
It's like sesh mode, but I smoke in sesh mode.
Sesh mode.
It's like to share with a friend, but I smoke. Yeah, it's,
Oh, I see. So it doesn't torch it up?
Mhm.
Ah.
it
Sesh.
stays going longer. But I just let it hit for a second, and I'll hit it real soft.
He's hitting it very soft right now.
Go. Good to go.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, that's amazing. That's the pinnacle of weed smoking.
Oh,
I don't know what comes after
it
this.
vibrated again.
That's it.
That means it says stop.
She said she's ready to chill for a second.
Okay. Yeah. That's delicious.
Yeah.
And which one was that?
That was the strawberry tart. We were doing this
From the same?
Yeah.
From
Let's go talk to me.
West Coast Alchemy. It's the wizard in action.
Puffy. Oh, we didn't try this one yet. This one's a creme brulee.
I was losing my my breath whenever I started singing the jingle again.
Let's see if anybody messaged to come through today. Let me see. End this. Delete. Hi. You want to come through? Good view. What you doing? Do they have one that'll allow you to do video?
No. Which sometimes it's better that way.
Right.
Well, I do whole shows of ambience, much like this one is right now.
Vibes. If you can feel the vibes. We're ripped. Like 2 friends called me yesterday. Bro, what's happening, bro? We're impeaching Trump.
But I support the Buck Amendment. I think
Right.
it is important to be
Right.
have clarity here,
This is
and I think that
Guess
Mr.
who's
Buck
gonna
is
be
right
the
on the
president?
money here.
Trump again.
Yeah,
This is a marketing move.
yeah, might have been.
I don't know.
Well, they say that he can't run again because he gets impeached.
He's not going to get impeached, though.
He's not,
No.
Dude, the do-nothing Democrats, am I right? I feel like that's all they've been doing. I feel like that's all they've been fucking doing.
I mean,
And I don't even vote, dude, so I don't even have, like, a team. And
I'm
like,
with you.
on Tuesday, I had my buddy Tony. He wants to impeach Trump. Yesterday, I talked with my buddy B. Wood, and he's a Trumper. He definitely loves Trump. And like
It's
like,
interesting to watch the play out, how it's playing. Because we're, like I said, we're from a different era where politics were a big deal. But if you look at us now, we're like that third world country now. We're like that. one that you used to see on the news when we were kids. It's all messed up. People in the streets doing weird shit.
Yeah.
People like I'm sure other
It's on the edge for sure.
I'm sure other countries, when they show us to their population, like, it's all of our homeless and all of our, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the good things that we still have left. It's all of the bad shit.
Bro, so weird. I saw a tour bus of, like, you know, maybe Ukrainians or Russians or something, you know, whatever. I don't know the difference. But they were, like, families that they spoke, like I said, it could have been Russian. It sounded like Russian. But they were just wandering McHenry over by, like, the Dollar General and Party City. Just, like, roaming through the parking lots with their families.
Like, tourists or refugees?
Tourists.
Oh.
And
Wow.
that's where their tour bus dropped them off.
Whoa.
To go hang out in Modesto.
McHenry Village?
And no, not even in McHenry Village, bro.
Where?
At the 99 cents only store.
Oh, which one?
The fucking, dude, Baskin Robbins, the cigarette booth, the fucking grittiest fucking like shopping center. I mean, you know,
cigarette booth.
Dude, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
They probably went there because there's a
Party City.
There's a
like they were over there by City Cell, like, and Floyd. Like looking around, like, where we should go take a picture out in front of In-Shape City.
Horrible.
It was so bad. I was like, dude, I need a job taking these people to a cool place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Come tour Modesto the right way.
Dude.
Have you even seen the Lion Bridge yet?
If there's any tour companies out there that want to hire me, I would love to be a tour guide for you. I don't really speak other languages. But, you know, you could, like, people that understand English, or you could send me with a translator.
Why don't we do a 420 tours type thing? What's a tour? We can pull the tours off. Like, it's going to say, we'll wrap the van and it'll say 420 tours. But when you want to tour the Ukrainians around, we'll put a magnet over the 420 part and it'll just say, Modesto will be like the Cheech and Chong of 420 touring. It'd be like ice creams and touring.
Yeah, tours.
Yeah, you can take people and you just get other farms and other people and just tell them, hey, I'm going to bring some people out from another country so they can, you know, give you traffic through their social medias. I'm going to bring a bus load of Ukrainians over and they're going to be taking pictures of your weed farm. The part that you want us to see, of course, right?
Right. Or the visitors center.
Yeah, same thing with your extraction center. Same thing with your nursery that makes the clones. You just tour people around and you give them a little fucking bag of weed.
Well, but, you know, like, dude, I don't know. Everybody does
compliance.
Everybody does like the same stuff, but everybody acts like what they're doing is a big secret. It's kind of funny. Weed's always been like secretive, and the culture is never going to change like that because it's so much. By accident, one time I drove onto a huge fucking acreage farm, and because I was in a flower truck, they let it slide. But they showed up on ATVs and fucking. There was guys with guns and barbed wire and fucking electric gates, and it was crazy.
Whoa.
And they were like, yeah, I don't think we're the flowers you're looking for.
Oh, no.
I said, no, I know. I just followed this guy because this is where it took me. But I had combined an address with a different road.
Oh.
But in the same
Where was it in Calaveras?
Santa Cruz.
Oh, yeah.
It was scary, though.
Yeah.
I'm
glad you made it. I'm glad you're here.
But I was just like, sorry, you guys sure you don't want to load any of those flowers? And they're like, no. And I had like a big black box truck. And they were like, nope. Turn around.
Did it say flowers on it?
Yeah.
They're probably like, what the hell?
Yeah, well, I was following like this truck and it was taking me there. I was going to the right place. But it was because I had put it in my GPS wrong. I had combined. It was like, you know, some stupid shit. I'm an idiot sometimes. most of the time. Thank God for computers, right?
And
What? How did we get around?
Man,
How did we get out
I've
of?
asked myself that question. How
We-
did we do that?
Did we just go get lost?
How,
And we learned landmarks?
It's
Is
amazing.
that- I feel like that's kind of what I would do. Is like I would like go get lost in San Francisco, do circles, and be like, like I know enough of San Francisco to park it in Embarcadero somewhere within a few blocks, walk, get on the ferry, go to fucking what's it? What is that place over there across the bay?
Sausalito.
Sausalito.
Uh-huh.
I was almost a Carmel.
Close enough. Same.
That's why I was like, Sausalito, the Carmel. But yeah, or I would do like whenever I got too fat to skateboard and I was too breakable, I started mountain biking, and so I would do the same thing. Get to Embarcadero, park there. I could ride my bike anywhere and find my way back to my car by taking main streets, market, just take main veins to cool things, do some stuff, go back to the car, get the fuck out of town. You know what I mean? And on a bike, it was awesome because everything, you know what I mean? You find like a good parking garage, and then you unpack the bike and you can, you get around for cheap, and then like it was dope. Fucking ride across. You park at the pier or embark, somewhere around there. Yeah. And then ride your bike across the Golden Gate. Yeah. And take the ferry back.
So I've done this.
It's sick.
Bro, I thought I was going to die. I literally thought.
Why?
So
going down the hill?
No. So we parked at Pier 39, right? Got the bikes off and rode from there. So by the time we got to the bridge, this is me and Veronica when I first got, I had a mountain bike and I went and got a new mountain bike and we're off the couch in San Francisco on bikes.
Okay, what kind of bike? Just curious.
Oh, so I had a Gary Fisher and she had a Giant.
World of Wheels.
The Gary Fisher I bought from my buddy, but Fun Sport.
Fun Sport.
Shout out James Conklin. Shout out James Conklin.
Oh, Conklin, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, was it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, was he doing, he was fun, that's who sold it to you at Fun Sports?
Yeah, he's
even then?
Fun Sports bike.
Yeah, dude.
So, no, this was just last year. This was last year.
What?
Yeah. So we hop off the couch on these bikes, and by the time we ride, so it's pretty much all uphill to Golden Gate.
Yeah.
So you're riding uphill, you just don't really recognize it because you're like, oh, scenery. Pretty.
Yeah.
By the time we got to the little fucking ramp the little last ramp that goes up to the bridge, Veronica's legs locked up. Like, she literally had to hop off the bike, and she's like, and I'm laughing at her, and as I'm laughing at her, my legs locked up, bro, because I'm like, So I'm trying to help her, like, not die, because she's, like, trying to catch her breath, and she's healthy she's way healthier than me at the time, I thought. Okay. So I'm thinking, dude, she's dying, I'm in for some shit, because my legs are all like this. So we rested out for a good 5-minute. Tourists are taking pictures of us and stuff, because she's like, and I'm, like, ready to vomit, like, from just the uphill battle to the bridge. So we get on the bridge after resting what I thought was enough time. And then I realized the bridge is uphill for like 1.5 miles. Yeah. And
I just walked it.
No, so we rode it like dumbasses.
No.
So halfway up to the top of the bridge, I honestly had the thoughts of, well, if I die right now, at least I'm on the Golden Gate Bridge, bro. So we make it to the other side of the bridge, starts going down, now it's fun time, right? I'm like, okay, I didn't die, I'm a beast, I made it, you know what I mean? We're a ride down. Then you get to that zigzag little thing on the other, so you rode down the whole part, right?
Dude, so fun.
And just when you think it's done, to get back to the ferry to Sausalito, you gotta go up the other fucking hill. That one I walked up. Yeah. So, but the whole experience was pretty beast in itself. I want to go back and do it again.
The girl that I did it with, her and I had done a lot of bike ride trails. Yeah. We had fought, broken up a lot on a lot of rides, and San Francisco was no exception. We broke up both times we did.
Mid ride.
Both times, bro. Cause she ate shit. on like Market like a fucking dumbass. Like it was funny, clumsy,
That's
you know.
funny.
And but like yeah, dude, we got lost both times. Like in the fucking what was it the fucking military area and the golf course up there. Like that's like we
by Legion of
like
Legion of
we
Honor
like
or whatever.
walked through the golf course a couple like the first time that we just started walking our bikes right away
To the cliff.
and we because we knew we couldn't go through the tunnel, so we just went through the golf course and
Yeah.
we went over the top, and then we were like, oh fuck, now we have to get over here, and like it was fucked up with the Presidio, or the Pentagon, or what is that over there?
It's a Legion of Honor, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's like some kind of Legion of Honor.
It's fucking Lucasfilms or whatever, Skywalker Ranch.
But that would be awesome to get a bunch of people together and ride the bridge again.
No.
You don't want to do it again? You know.
Well, I don't know.
So I'm
I would
totally
want.
into mountain
Well,
biking.
that's what I was gonna say. Is there's other rides that have to be done before that.
The warm ups.
Yeah.
For
Well,
sure.
just
No, I was thinking
because it's like there's different levels of fucking difficulty, and you have to really go out there and fucking put it down. And I think like just doing even San Francisco urban, it's kind of dangerous now, but at night it used to be really fun.
Yeah.
Like on a weekday.
Oh, even just riding through San Francisco now?
You go bomb hills,
Yeah.
fucking walk up a hill or ride up it, the easiest way, and then fucking come down like down
never
the
done that.
steeper side. It was fun. You gotta wear a helmet. The first time I did an urban ride, it was a night ride. Everybody had to have headlight, tail light, helmets. Some guys wore knee pads and elbow pads. I fucking was not used to my full shock absorption bike that I had just bought. Well, it was just the front shock. It was 8 inches of travel.
Yeah.
And I fucking we were at like those little blocks in the Embarcadero, like fucking park, kind of by the, well, now it's got weird bolts and shit on it. But I was riding down the middle of one of those going towards the end, and I fucking didn't pull up. I just like went straight off the thing, and so when I came down, I landed on that fork, and I didn't know how to ride it. I was fucked because I was already there, and it was compressing. But then it fucking catapulted me on my fucking head and like jacked my neck all up, and that was like right before we started riding. Like we were just like warming up, and I was like, I bet I can just fucking, how hard is this? Fucking, and it like pogoed me, bro, onto my fucking head. And so I was kind of miserable the rest of the night. But I watched, there was another kid, there was two like rich kids, Central Catholic kids that worked for us at World of Wheels. And fucking, they had full suspension, like motorcycles, basically, on pedals. And fucking, they had like the full, like, hella expensive fucking, the jaw. It was like called the
full face helmet.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a BMX one though.
Yeah,
it was like
motocross.
No, it wasn't like that. It was like, it was fancier. It was like it was called like the Switchblade or something, and it was like like the racing style helmet that they started doing, like the sleek, specialized kind of thing.
Yeah. Well,
and then they had a snap-on thing that came in front to protect. It was called the Jawbone, and it was
but made by Fox or something. Fox makes one, and it pops off. Like this comes off too. You take that off, and then
maybe Fox does one now. At the time, I don't think it was Fox though. I think it was Specialized.
Oh, okay.
But I may be wrong. Anyway, it might be Bell. Fuck, whatever. But I knew they were expensive. I remember them being expensive. But this kid, these guys had them, and we were at one of the little parks somewhere, and there was like this fucking like drop off, and one of the older dudes drops off, and his bike fully absorbs the shock, and he rides off. And this other kid's all rides it down, like it's kind of like the Black remember the Widowmaker?
Mm-hmm. Is this it?
Maybe.
Something pops off.
It wasn't that connected in the back.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It was, but maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, I remember the Widowmaker.
It was more like this. It came like more like... See a Specialized had the jawbone.
But I remember the Widowmaker.
Anyways, remember how you drop in on that, or if you didn't have enough speed going up it, like you'd go backwards or fucking you'd fall, whatever. Well, this was like a little bit steeper than that, and it was like soft dirt, San Francisco fog dirt, and everybody's dropping down. It's like starting to get softer and softer as they're beating it up and ripping it up with their tires riding down it. And the jawbone kid with the most expensive bike fucking just basically does what I did and just go, but from the top of the fucking thing, just basically goes straight down it and doesn't know how to ride out. And his front fork absorbs it, so he just keeps going straight when he comes to the dip.
Oh, no.
And his face just goes boom, and he breaks his brand new helmet.
Oh, no.
Like it was the first ride.
Good thing he had the helmet on.
Dude, broke it on his handlebars. It was crazy. I'll never forget that. Spoiled rich kid, man. And then he was just like, oh, that sucks. Oh. I was like, yeah, that sucks. Tried doing a pogo head jam.
Yeah, so I got back into mountain biking myself recently, and I did almost the exact same thing you did on that Barcadero on Claws. They have a new bike lane, and down Claws they have these cement blocks that go, or cement pad sections that go, and they're separated by maybe 6 feet, and it's just like a curb. 6 feet of blacktop and curb, and I'm riding. I'm all feeling all good. I took some mushrooms and I'm gonna ride through Dry Creek. But, oh yeah, I'm gonna bunny hop these. And I'm gonna do like jump the little gaps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I jump on one and I go. I did the same thing you did. I went to go bunny hop, but like didn't pull up enough. So I went like this. Like here's the curb. I went and my front tire was hit directly on it, and my fork went, so I'm like this, slow motion. Luckily, I caught myself, but I was just like, hey, I'm going over the handlebar over there, and I put my hands down and smacked myself. Luckily, I was wearing a helmet too, but I hit my chest, and my handlebars hit like that, so I didn't really feel like I hurt myself until the next day, and I'm like, oh, am I having a heart attack today? I was like, oh no, I really jammed my chest up yesterday. So, be careful out there on bikes, wear helmets.
Dude.
Necessary safety equipment.
One time, you ever you ride Dry Creek that much anymore?
Yeah, dude. So I don't even know. Haven't caught up with you, but we do this amazing thing, these ride outs through town.
Oh, like a critical mass.
Exactly, bro. Exactly like that. So here, let's see if we can play this one. Of course, it's not gonna
So he's showing me a video of downtown people
turn off the music.
with the bicycles,
So we arrange these ride outs.
slow motion pans, wide angle lenses.
There's probably maybe 50 or 60 of us this time. And we just shut the city down and go right around. There's me on my big boy bike. So we go right around. Some dudes pop wheelies and have fun.
I've seen those wheelie kids.
Yeah,
I always yell at them, like, do more wheelies.
Yeah, so they ride with us too.
They're cool. They got good attitudes.
Yeah, they're good kids. They're the 209 ride out kids.
Okay.
So we do 209 rippers. But the whole movement is to get kids off their video games and out on bikes. So the big thing in the culture is trade your PS4 for a bike. So these guys go out and trade their video game consoles for a bike to get them on.
And they get a dope ass bike.
Yeah.
Or do they upgrade it to get those big ass? They got like 24 inchers, huh?
29s now.
That's
so
what they're riding, 29 BMX.
They're riding 29s now.
But that's not like that's not a mountain bike. That's a fucking it's
BMX bike.
It's a BMX like.
And we just so happen to have one here.
Nuh-uh. Ah, dude. Are you bringing it out?
Yeah, I'll bring it out.
Oh, okay.
Here's one. I'm gonna put the mountain bike.
I can come and look.
Yeah, you come and look too. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to bring it out. I don't know. Oh, dude. Oh, big rippers.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
There's a mountain biker ride too. I'm all about that bike life.
And those are all 29s?
All 29s.
And what do those go for? Like 400? 5?
No,
7?
They vary from about 5 to 9.
I was just kind of looking at the componentry. They're all single speed.
Yeah, so it's an oversized BMX bike. It's literally just like your old 20-inch you used to ride.
Oh no, you got a shifter. Oh, that's more like your mountain bike.
Yeah, this is a mountain bike.
And then I see you got street tires on your big rips.
Yeah, so these are literally just blown up versions of the old 20-inch bike you used to ride. The old PK Ripper.
Right.
These are literally just 29-inch versions of that bike. They literally
those are at Fun Sports.
No, you can't buy these anymore.
Oh?
Not these particular bikes. So they're gonna re-release in a new series of them. The green and gold one you see right here, they only made 300 of these bikes. That's why I own that one. It's like a limited edition. The red, white, and blue one is released in 2018. It's Mike Buff. I don't know if any of you BMX heads know who Mike Buff is, but that's the Mike Buff edition. Neither of these bikes. So that's the cool thing about the Big Ripper line is they release limited edition. They're like Jordans. So once it comes out, that's it. They don't come out with it again.
They make so many.
And that's it. And if you got
How many do they make?
It depends. Like it seems like they made a shitload of those Mike Buffs because there's a bunch of them. But as soon as people start building them and stuff and customizing them, the original ones are no longer. So they become more sought after. Like if I go to a ride out on that green and gold one, everybody pulls up to me and, oh, you want to sell it and blah, 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 and this and that. Because you don't see them like that anymore. They only made 300 of them, and there's thousands of these dudes who want to ride these particular kind of bikes.
Right.
So it's cool, it's fun, but this is the real fun. You already know that. That's the real fun.
Well, I have a 26, but it was kind of like the first. It was before they started doing the 27, 29s. I didn't even know about the 29s, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of a new thing.
But the tires were like the 2.5 inch,
the bigger.
Yeah. And so that was like kind of like, but it was one of the last real Diamondbacks, right before Diamondback got bought. What's that?
Some divers.
Oh, dumpster divers?
Yeah.
What are they diving? Diving.
Attention to our So yeah,
that's tight.
Yeah, that's what we do. Do a little bit of that and that. Get this.
Yeah, but anyway, I have a Diamondback. It was actually like a dual slalom. It was called the Dual, and it was for like downhill slalom riding.
Okay.
So it kind of rides like a BMX. I can drop the seat all the way down below, like right to the tire.
Yeah.
But it's got.
So it's like a downhill bike almost.
Yeah. Well, but it really wasn't like my next bike I ended up getting stolen was the Iron Horse SGS, and that's a true downhill bike. That thing was a motorcycle. Fucking, it had like 3.5 inch tires. It was fucking ridiculous, dude. But still 26s.
Do those ride smooth with the bigger tires? I never rode one.
Yeah. Yeah,
They have.
it's-
So they make a version
Dude.
of this called the Fat Ripper, and it's got the huge tires on it. And the dude, their marketing director, Todd Lyons, he's this old BMX guy. He'll jump stairs with it. He'll go upstairs and use the stairs as a jump.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck?
No, it oh man, my eye's crusty, sorry. No, you know, the one thing that sucked was like luckily I worked for a bike shop whenever
You got it.
I had it.
Get it out.
And then it got stolen. Probably got stolen by the owner of the bike shop.
So did you get it on your discount?
Huh? No, it was a gift. But it was like a $2,500 bike, but it was like a signing gift
Oh, okay.
to fucking help him open his bike shop. Do you remember the bike shop out there in Salida?
No.
Yeah, we did like East Coast brands. We did Iron Horse. We did Felt. We did
I had a
Bianchi.
Oh, okay.
We like, you know what I mean? Like we did like World of Wheels and Fun Sport have their particular brands
Right,
that
giant.
they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fun Sport does more like giant Santa Cruz. Well, I don't know if they do Santa Cruz, but I know that. What was that? Have you been to that fucking trampoline place?
No.
You know,
Henry Village?
yeah,
I want to go. Can we? They let us in?
yeah,
No way.
yeah, dude,
Let's go
yeah,
hop around.
yeah.
Let's go get.
And they got like
super strong,
trampoline corners and shit.
Let's go get super duper ripped.
I
take
mean-
little mushrooms. Go hop around.
I don't know. I don't want to tear anything. I would want to go like
What do you mean tear anything?
blow out my knee or something stupid.
Oh,
You know,
it's dangerous
fat
like
still,
that?
bro. Well, you know, we're old.
I mean, we could do
fucking-
some stretching, of course. You know, get some
Yeah, I don't know.
calisthenics in. No, I get it.
I was like trying to fucking organize like a senior citizens night.
really?
Yeah,
Get content?
it was blowing their mind. Like I couldn't, you know, but it
Sure
made
is.
sense to me.
Yeah.
You know, like
Why not?
like well, they don't even have to bounce around; they can sit on it,
Just hop.
and a guy like my age can bounce them around.
Right?
You know, fuck them up.
That'd be fun. Yes, there's a huge puddle in there still. So. Yeah, so I guess I'll run it.
Oh shit!
It's been a minute.
All right.
Quit your jibber jabber.
All right.